welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is Shoot and Scoot driving, well, yeah, it's artillery. This is the GW E100, the tier 10 German self-propelled gun. Top of the tree, the big Ahunus, this massive machine. Fires, what's it got here? 210mm gun. Which is just scary. Only fires just under 33 second reload, but boy does it hit with some kick when it lands anywhere near a target. He's anticipating where that WZ's going to go, is he? Was thinking about it, you can see. Shot in the air. Nice. Just a splash on the object, 360, and you can see immediately moves. You've got to do that if you're in, well, you should do it in any artillery, particularly in high tier artillery. There are some good artillery players out there who know that the moment you fired, you're the most vulnerable, and so they'll be watching for the obvious places. On a map like Cliff, like this is, well, this is Cliff. There's fairly limited places where artillery tend to go. Oof, don't think we hit anything there. Shells seem to go sailing over the top of the WZ. Again, relocating. As I say, there's a lot of obvious places for artillery to be sitting, and so a good artillery player, at least part of the time, will look to see where, have his cursor looking over where they might well be, and just watching for the telltale sign of tracer. And you could pretty soon find yourself under counter battery fire if you haven't relocated, so it's always a good move to relocate. He's got this sight set on that WZ. Can he land a shell in there? No, he hit the rocks in front. Now that time he didn't relocate. Not sure why he didn't, but he didn't. The other thing you've got to be really careful about doing in artillery is not to knock over any trees. He's alright at the moment because he's just going through bushes and whatnot, but the trouble with knocking down trees, again, if an enemy artillery is watching you, or watching where you are, then they see the trees go down, they got a pretty good idea that something's just driven through it, and if it's at the back like this, it's probably going to be artillery. All helps for them to build up the picture of where to shoot. Oof, nice double hit on the object 140 and the IS-7. Now he's platooned up with Trala. Trala is in the E100. And he's providing a lot of support to Trala. Hence why he's kind of focusing out that sort of direction, because up into the hills, because he's just trying to give platoon support. That's what you need to do. VK is, WZ has lived a charmed life, but it's just come to an end with the splash round from a 210mm shell. That's the last of his points. So that was a good shot. I think must have been, I don't know who hit him first. Must have been the Foch B, I guess. He's still keeping an eye in the middle. Still providing good fire support. So even that IS-7 is pretty much in where we can hit. Certainly we can splash him there. Shots in the air. Yeah, it looked like that went long, but given the splash damage that this shell can give, that probably would have done something to him. Oh, there's an object trying to creep up. Shame we're not loaded. Enemy artillery's had a go at Trala. You can see him just take a splash hit there. Come on, reload. When you got a target like this you're in artillery, it's the most frustrating thing. You know you want to get the shell away quickly, but you can't because it hasn't reloaded. Now that's looked good. Oof, nice. 460 on that object, and Trala hit him too. That object is really feeling sorry for himself, is down to, well, very low health. And indeed he is pulled out. Enemy IS-7, we're just about reloaded, have a go for him. Could do a nice bit of damage to him, and trying to aim ahead of him. Oof, nice. 332 damage. Relocates again. There's an E5 coming. Oh, E5 is being eaten. Come on. Don't run into that dead tank, trawler. Shoots, trying to finish off this I-7, take a tank out the game. Oh, and leaves him on 24 health. You've got to be kidding me. Still aiming in. He's trying to take guns out the game now. It's 4-all. This game is very tight. Neither side's really wanting to commit. Trawler takes down the I-7, but at some cost. He's now a one-shot to pretty much everything. Shoots now aiming up for where that E5 was. Indeed, there goes Trawler. Enemy artillery took him down. And at the moment he's got no targets. Now he has. Shot in the air, there should be an automatic kill. Yes. Just a bit of splash, that's all it needed to take down that E5 and bring the teams back. Well, bring it back in our favour a bit. It's still a Type 5 heavy, 57 heavy all out the back there. 57 might not be possible to get. Might not be possible to get. Well, that was definitely a hit on the Type 5 heavy. So he's off and moving. I think he's probably trying to get a shot where he can get onto the there's a pair of Jaegerus on the one line. I think he's trying to get a position where he can do that. Oh, that heavy looks like he needs wiping out. Shot in the air, splash will do it, bang. And actually I think he hit him direct. Now he's helped the middle. He can turn his attentions to the other flank. Now, people might criticise Shoot for taking those cheap kills just then, but I think by doing it he's unlocked the possibility of this team running down that that flank, because there's only that Type 5 heavy. There's probably TDs sit up at A5, so there's probably something there, but oh, hang on, don't move. Oof, just hit the wrong side of the rock. Only 100 damage, splash damage, but never mind, the Type 5's down. Yeah, Shoot's immediately looking up at A5. That's where the TDs tend to sit now. And being a bit of a TD camper, Shoot knows exactly where the best places are. Is he going to have a speculative shot? He's just aiming in. You can see the object 430U is heading up that way. There's the Strava. Shots in the air immediately. Only just clipped him, but he's toast. Oof, nearly should have been finished off there, but just happened to move forward just at the last second. And there you go. That's the problem with that position. It's great, but once they know you're there, you've got nowhere to run to, especially if you're in something like a Strutwagen where you've got to come in and out of siege mode. So he's done 2,500 damage that we know of. There's a pair of Jaegerus out there still. Enemy got a lot of hit points, 6,500 hit points, even though we're winning 10 to 6. Oh, there's Jaegeru. Shot's already in the air. Oof. Smashes on his front plate for 295 damage. Also does a bit of splash on the other Jaegeru. There's a Panzer 7 out there. quite reloaded, but this game is done. So E4 there, get a shell at him. In the air, boom, nice hit, 535 hit on that E4, sorry. Very good indeed, and he's down. There's only that Panzer 7. Can we get one more shell before he's wrapped up? Ooh, it's going to be tight. So 30 odd seconds to reload, 34 seconds. It's got a chance, come on, stay in there. No, can't get the last shell off. But a really good win, very good win. So that turned out being an ace tanker game. He also got Bruiser. I mean, he said it was a great team game, and I think it was. They all worked together. There was a lot of talking going on between the players, which is what you need to see. He finished with 4,005 damage, 3 kills, 1057 base XP. Trala still had a good game, even though he died a good few minutes before the game ended, and he did 3,100 damage and 1 kill, so not a bad game from him. Shoot fired 16 shells, he hit directly with 5 and also had 13 lots of splash. Had a couple of cheap kills with splash, but you know, guns out of the game makes a big difference. Ended up doing 2,698 assistance damage, basically by stunned, so that's useful. 81,000 credits. Those shells are expensive, so he still made a nice profit. 47,500 profit. Would have been 20.5 without premium count, and with some personal reserves running, 3,400 XP. Would have been 2,300 without a premium account. So there you go. That's Shoot playing like a demon in the GW E100.